Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Kemorine needs to get to be paid. And I am reading to you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair here. I'm reading to you a little piece that I wanted to add to a book that the Lord had revealed to me, named the Dolores book. It has been a book that I had written sometimes back before March. However, I had added pieces of it that I wanted to edit. And it's called the Steve Harvey's section. Yeah. It says, Steve, why were you forgotten? We were both forgotten, in addition to my many internet sign-ups to be on your show, along with my messenger complaints from a car loss with my difficult life. You responded to me with an app for purchasing cheap cars. But since then, with my life going in every direction except stability, my inability to purchase a car got only more of a mountainous climb. That leaves me harder to reach my goals. It went in continuation. It says, Steve, I wanted to be on your show. When you asked for my picture, I sent you the most beautiful picture, but what I saw thereafter from your YouTube clips was a man in need of a housemaid. I reflect on filling such space, but just mere reflection got me nowhere. Your lovely father figure and the family who looked up to you was what I cherished and wanted most. But it starts with a husband. That I could never seem to achieve when I was always put in difficult situations to pay for it myself. And I have been, oops, I'm sorry, I just lost the contents of it. Let me open it back. Sorry, yes, it says, when I was always put in difficult situations to pay for it myself. And I have been doing that all my life whenever it comes to men. However, money can buy love, but my love is not for sale. And I won't lie to you because I have thought of purchasing love and allowing my love to be purchased before. But that was before I met William Atman. So what you say, Steve? Any luck from you to me? William is in need of love too. That's part of one of the book. And then the other part of it goes on to say, it is also the Dolores book, and I wanted to begin with it here. It says, a book that I'm now working on, it's completed. Can you publish it for me, please, for my paid benefit? Here are parts of it. And when I say publish it, I was referring to a contractual publisher helping me, sign me, or something like that. And it was based on the Oprah Winfrey and the 10 years since I have been trying to get her assistance, and or probably I should say more since I first contacted her. And this is how the book begins. Of course, the Steve Harvey section that I just read was an addition to this section. It says, tell Oprah thanks for her love and support over the years. That CMT, which is the Country Music, I think it's Country Music Awards. It's supposed to be CMA, sorry, was a blast. It blew away. And even though I never got those magazines I ordered, you well-deserved kids enjoyed them. Oprah was the first woman to give me white without bias, and that's a plus in my book. But Oprah, who would have paid for that Mediterranean getaway when I couldn't afford anything over 15? Why thought of such wonderful gift like that? Of prices like 2,000 and 3,000 was definitely an Oprah price. My under 15 brought me to reflect back on my inability to pay for free housing application, with a friendly request to Kenisha for it to be done in her sister's name. But still 15 was ignored for today, the result of no house. And Tamila needed you too, Oprah, but sad to say no success. Although the two brothers in New York missed me, FYI, my heartfelt love was for LA and the Mediterranean River in Europe. Got any paid suggestion now, may I ask? Oprah, why USA missed me? Emma Jean, thank you for making me American. However, somewhere along the fine lines, America missed me. Miss Washington, scandal. Scandal means exactly what it says, scandal. Even before the president's office and the governor's, both my predictions to include the pass. That came true, a positive. Of course, those were my predictions, and it turned out to be so done. They won office. Perfume won November 6th. 2 stole Bugalo. 3 taken Saturday, March 2019. 1213 cost money over a 4-month period, to name a few. Can I have my green back, please? Miami Beach Spanish elder thanks you for green. It doesn't justify that they set principles personally, because I've been bombarded with barriers by people that puts me in the middle of several worlds when it comes to themselves, countries, places of origins, cultural, genders, colors, nationalities, beliefs, and creeds, which is a difficult situation for anyone to be in. For adults to be cared less for makes it heartbroken, just the same as a child in need of humane societies. So does Kemorine. It does not justify any set principles when I'm thrown into the lion's den at the mercy of me, myself, and God. Or one. That becomes a disaster for no solution. So how can you judge me or label me a negative person for the entertainment industry when you have never helped me? Chosen context, for example, sicknesses. You never helped me, and our trained professionals seemed ill-prepared or just plain biased. For example, birth certificate, another section. Florida was New York when they never gave me the insurance, which means they never gave me Tennessee, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., nor Virginia. So how can we sit there and talk about children, or a child's well-being when they never gave me any? Love cannot be purchased, taken, nor taken for granted. It has to be willingly given. So give love, shaken, pressed down, and running over, and it shall be returned to you. And the rest of the book goes on to say, society needs to be reversed into forward motion, and it starts with an adult. It does not start with a child when they can't govern themselves. And child or children, if you know what I mean. Some teenagers can govern themselves, and not in many ways possible, and underage can't govern themselves. So I was referring to that. And then it says, P.S. The first page and this short one is just a short manuscript of a book that I am seeking publishing or publishing deal for. Self-publishing is promising too, however, indigent at the present time. Thank you, as your kind consideration will be appreciated. So I was like seeking some type of publishing contract or publishing deal. So it was a book based on Oprah, of my 10-year tenure when I first contacted her while she was in the Oprah show at Chicago. I forgot the Oprah Winfrey show. And I sent her some kind of information regarding the manuscript, but I got it back 2 months later. And you don't want to know the details in between 2 months later, because there was this lady named Taisha Rochester. She claimed to have been working for Oprah at the time. So she say, I'm not sure if it was just propaganda or rumors, but I was living with her and she told me she was working for Oprah. So she took her SUV along with her children and her boyfriend and drove off to she told me she was going to Oprah, or she was going to New York to visit family members at the time. And this was in 2010, I believe, or 2009, when I first contacted Oprah. But I was telling Taisha about it, and this was what Taisha did. Drove off with her family members to New York, claiming she's going to talk to Oprah about this and what have you. And long story short, she came back 2 days later. She left me in her house for the Christmas weekend, and when she came back, she told me she burned the SUV. So these are the things that I had to deal with when I had sent Oprah a manuscript explaining about my book. 2 months later, I received about January or February, I received the manuscript back telling me from Oprah that she's not a publisher, she's just show host, and that I should seek additional publishers elsewhere, or seek out publishers elsewhere. So you understand my point of view. Since then, I have been trying to get her to either get me on the show or to do other things, vice versa. And what I got from her was that she's moving away, that she's closing her show, that she's in pursuit of America trying trying to find something else to do at the time. She didn't decide on what she's going to do, but you know my point. Now I'm writing another book in reference to it, but I'm not going to speak much on that book that I'm writing. I haven't completed it yet, but this was one of the book, and it's titled the Dolores book. So, and if I may add, I think I'm going to add that section and you'll hear about it. This is the other book that the Lord gave me, but I wasn't going to put it there, but it just came to my mind that I think it's necessary. Oh, sorry. Here we go. It's called Jesus' Steps Were Ordered. It says Jesus' steps were ordered, and this book was written just recently. I wouldn't say long. It was written March 25th, 2019. It was another book I was going to write because, mind you, it says one is the Oprah book. This one is called Jesus' Steps Were Ordered. It's called the Chronicles of Experience. It says, ask Vashawn Mitchell. He'll tell you. I recently wrote a book titled The Dolores Book. I was in reference to the Dolores book here in this particular book. The book was written on February 12, 2019, but I never understood why Dolores until today, Monday, March 25th, 2019. When looking back into my diary from 2014, I revisited my visions from the past. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chronicles of Excellence. All by your excellency, Jehovah the Great I Am. Dolores book is titled in varieties depending upon compromisation of names. With that, it begins as a generalized biography of real-life events, and so is the COE book, which is more of a documentary and to me now translation of dreams, aka visions that were misunderstood at the time. The COE book is excellent. It teaches you about demons, miracles, and disappearing acts of Jesus and his way of doing things for us humans to better understand the Holy Spirit in all power. For example, on January 2nd, 2015, I dreamed Cedel. Dream currently withheld because I don't have the book with me to tell you what the dream was about. And at the end of the dream I wrote, I don't understand what this means. Upon reading the information entirely, I now understand how God works in mysterious ways, how these books of mine were ordered by the Lord and his directed guidance to me, one book at a time. He gave me direction to write books when I had no intention of doing so, and also when I got discouraged. Hope you understand my points of view and my need for a published book. Thank you very much. And hope you enjoyed this short version of my two books, which was the Dolores book and Chronicles of Excellence. Thank you, and I'm signing off. Hopefully any publisher see me and would like to assist me in writing any of these books, including the one that I currently tell you that I'm writing, which is not completed as yet. I'm working on that section. But God bless and have a great day. And forgot. J.K. Rowling, I do thank you for your 2 letters. It says Royal Mail. I have received it at some times back, but I had moved, and if you had responded thereafter to the Baltimore address, I have no idea in regards to that because they never tell me that they receive a letter. But I'm still interested, and if you happen to see this YouTube clip, then please hook me up also, or any interested parties of publications. I'm looking for, maybe you can give me a price. It's okay. I would have said 500,000 for a book signing contract, but then again, people goes to 1 million. I've seen things happen, believe me, but you never know. But I'm just seeking some monetary benefits on my book. So hope you'll be able to assist me, and may the grace of God bless, guide, and keep you all. Kemorine Wedderburn signing off. God bless. And it is the 27th, I believe, or 26th of October. I'm going to say the 27th of October, 2019. It's a Sunday today. And the time is 9 a.m. Goodbye. See you next time. Like, share, and subscribe.